everyone, it's Victoria here. So this week I'm going to be talking about travelling on a train with your gun. This is video 2 of a 3-part series where I talk about travelling with your gun by car, train and plane. So if you missed video 1 about going out with your gun in your car, then I've left a link below and I hope that helps. So trains, discretion is super imperative when taking your gun on the railway. This means things like not taking your gun in the slip so it's not really obvious, or a hard case with kind of gun manufacturer stickers all over it. Basically, you want to make it look like you're not carrying a gun. So this can be done in a number of ways, such as a hard case with no stickers on, a lockable hard case, having your barrels in a case wrapped in something and perhaps your stock in a bag, or even a case which makes your gun look a bit like sports equipment or a musical instrument. Yeah, kind of undercover is key. So ScotRail recently banned travelling on with a gun on their line, but many rail companies do permit you to travel with one. I've been on many trains with my gun without a problem. Obviously, on a train you can't let your gun out of your sight or anywhere, and this includes taking it to the loo with you. I had a really funny experience heading back from Wales on a train with my barrels in my suitcase, my stock in my handbag, loads of bags trying to fit in a loo cubicle. You've been framed kind of fodder. So do check the conditions of carriage before you go. I had a look at the National Rail website, which I'll put a link to below, and they state items permitted at the discretion of individual train companies for which a fee may be payable. And these are things like mobility scooters, canoes, sailboards, skis, and other sports equipment and unloaded guns. So it goes on to state that loaded guns are not permitted on the railway, which obviously is a massive relief. So if you're planning on travelling with your gun on the train, do check the conditions of carriage first, as some operators do have their own rules. So in summary, really easy. Check the conditions of carriage, try and make it look like you aren't carrying a gun, break it up as much as you can if possible, have your licence with you, don't let your gun out of your sight, and just be really discreet, and ideally don't take any ammunition with you. You want to make the risk as small as possible, so should someone set about you. I remember coming back from North Yorkshire on a train with my gun, which I had in a hockey bag, which my friend lent me, only to sit opposite a chap who insisted on pushing a conversation with me about hockey and which position I played. And you just can't even imagine me trying to fumble my way through the conversation, which I just had nothing about. So lots of Anyway, I digress. A final note about trains. If you're lucky enough to be shooting in Europe and travelling on Eurostar, they do allow licensed firearms, but with no ammunition. They'll want to see your shotgun certificate and a European firearms pass, which will be needed, and I'll come on to those in the next video. It's up to you to check policies of your destination countries if you are going to Europe, and that's kind of it. So next week I'll be wrapping up this mini-series with travelling with your gun on a plane. Any questions, as always, you know where I am and I love to help, and I shall see you next week.